Taurus, I feel like I need to address you formally. There's a humbling experience within the spaces of which you consist of. Let's have a look and see for the Taurus collective what the message is for you for this week coming. Please keep in mind that the information that is laid out here has already been heard by that which is within the realm of the consciousness, within the spaces of the ethereal places. Within this, thank you for coming here. It is a privilege for me to read for you, and welcome to the Arcana Veil. We have assertion and originality, and we have practicality. So, what needs to be addressed to you in a much more formal way for you to be able to set yourself apart, to recognize the ability of your own potentiality? There is a card that's met with assertion here. There is having to establish and forcefully put a part of yourself into a way that it becomes more acceptable. I'm seeing there's definitely someone to be a rebel, a rebellious person. It's not a bad thing to have the rebellious energy within your nature. The Six of Coins suggesting that you are able to go forward into places where others are unable to do. You know, where they say like a bull in the china shop. I want to say that's because Taurus is supposed to be there. So you are supposed to break down old china that don't belong to you anymore. I can see that that's definitely a part in which you are setting yourself in a position of the Wheel of Fortune, where literally that is what you are setting out to do. You are breaking boundaries. You're breaking the walls down. You've got two horns to do that. Nine of Swords, part of the psychic horns, the swords, that which is sticking out so that you're able to use to pry apart things that don't belong to you anymore. Using those claws to do that, the paws, special hooves. We have the King of Coins here. And we have the Chariot. At the heart of the nature, we have the Nine of Swords here. Again, as I said, you're going to be using certain practices or ideas within the mind where what you've experienced that may have felt to you as if it was like, what have I done? I've just heard that. What have I done? What have I started? And do I have the power or the energy to keep up with it? Is it something that perhaps weighs heavily within your consciousness when you go to sleep? I'm seeing here that with the first card, the assertion, there's definitely an initiation of a process in which you are able to set new rules in place for yourself. Like I said, you're in the china shop for a reason. So you're meant to break all of the old china that has been sharply stinging you in your consciousness and in your back. I'm hearing for some of you, you've experienced some backstabbing as well from people. Nonetheless, within the nature of the reality, you are coming into a new Wheel of Fortune, that which you set in place for yourself to start a new direction that will deliver a lot of impact in the way you come across King of Coins here, so that you are able to draw to you and generate to you more of what it is that you seek to come. In the manner of which you are busy clearing out those things, you make room for other things to come back into there. Why must it be China? Why must it be a hard, cold, brittle, sharp plate, object, cup? China, as in the ornament of China. Could also be for someone who lives in China, perhaps. But that is for you to decide. Within the nature of this reality, you are also deciding that you are setting new boundaries in place. Like I said, the originality comes through very strongly, highlighting very much like the red here of her blanket, what it is that is required to set things in place. And have a look at this image very clearly here. This is a family dynamic, but the husband is on the floor, or the man, the caretaker, the masculine, is on the floor here. And in a sense, he's looking for things, much like what Taurus would be doing, is using the Nine of Swords and actually pulling things away there, pulling the brushes away so that you're able to reach those little sweet berries that have been in your path all along. This is a sign of alchemy in addressing that which has caused the wounds and turning it into something that is actually sweet and the end, with regards to the Chariot. For some of you, if this is in a relationship, there may be aspects that come through that you feel you have to fight for. You have to give the other person a chance. You feel that you're really looking now to see if there's anything that can be salvaged. I mean, this is what he's doing down here. There is to look. Is there something that needs to get added to the woman and the baby? Is there something that he can add and find more to give towards that which is his responsibility? What holds you in place here within the Nine of Swords, as it is over the practicality, is the fact that you know, in practical terms, that you are able to establish what you want. It's in your nature. After all, there's nothing as more powerful as a mountain, and that is your frequency. You've got the earth in your power as part of your element to stand strong through it all. But then there's also nothing as more powerful as an avalanche that may drive like a sandstorm through a desert and really clean everything up. Either way, you are looking at air symbols here. Nine of Swords, the air, the swords, the air in the consciousness, the mind, the thoughts, the upper parts that may prick your thoughts like those china pieces that are broken, like little shards. And perhaps it's time to step back so that you're unable to feel that unless it is part of the whole clearing out process. Let's have a look and see within the dark or in the shadow of your consciousness. All is within the light and the dark. In order for you to be able to understand the above, you must understand what is happening in the below. We all have light and dark within us, and in this nature, you are embracing both of them, and that is in the center point of your heart, your star, your North Star, that takes you forward. Let's have a look for you in the shadows, shall we? We have Judgment here underneath the Six of Coins, standing on the web of power, the control, the creations. You could be someone working in a company. This one came out, Six of Cups here. Weighing up, Two of Swords, weighing up, deciding. It's really only one decision that needs to be made. And yet, you found that once you shattered that illusionary mirror that has been there in your path, you're now seeing all the shards, and they all show different little sides to a certain thing the more you dig into it. That happens, that's normal. It happens to everyone. We have the Ace of Cups here. I'm just trying to put that down there. Underneath the King of Cups, you present as the King of Cups with the power of love in your ability to be able to break down that which holds those shards in place. Those worry shards is what I would call those 9 swords. Within the nature of this frequency, the outer part, the Empress, is essentially her sitting on the top of the mountain, and she's able to look at everything and say, you know what, I've done it all. Is there anything more that I need to do still other than to reformulate and reshape the way that my demeanor holds me in the place of society? Where do I place myself? I mean, I've got so much experience. I've done everything that I had to do in my life. I have a company that I'm running. I am secure and all of that. Why am I still concerned for what there is that I could salvage? How can something so small, like a little shard of china, stay in the finger for so long? And it hurts the entire body, that little piece of china that's stuck there, like a piece of glass, essentially. So within the frequency here, we're looking that most of these things can really take some time for you to clear out all of that debris that doesn't belong to you anymore. Like literally breaking all of those things in that shop, breaking the shop down. Perhaps some of you are moving premises. Let's go a little deeper, shall we? We have the Three of Pentacles here. It fell in reverse, okay, over the Chariot and the Empress. So is there someone, are there people that you don't need? This is very interesting. I must say, you are a powerhouse of prowess and poise. Let's look here. We have the Two of Cups here over the King of Cups and the Ace of Cups. It's suggesting that there's definitely a frequency that you are processing between you and yourself, you as yourself and another, or a thing. You're having to reset the boundaries by breaking down the old ones, but it's taking some time. It's perhaps taking a little longer than you expected to do, and it normally catches you at night when you're feeling like you really need a rest. But that's part of your subconsciousness coming through to point out to you, you know what, you need to do something about that little piece of glass that's stuck on your finger, because it's seriously an issue. There's nothing that irritates you more than that little piece of glass that's stuck there, right there. It hurts whenever you do something. You think you're going to cheat it by lifting your finger up and doing other things without that, but then that's not how it works. A bull has 4 legs, not 2. You have twice as much power to be able to remove all of that fragments and shards out of your skin. You have a thick skin too. You have 2 horns that can actually literally pry apart things that don't belong in your path. King of Swords here, Gemini-like energy, something coming through here as well, setting the rules in place. You're coming to this awareness now that perhaps you can give this one more try. Now you're taking that needle and you're lancing that wound, you're clearing it up, you're picking out that piece of glass, you're throwing it away, you're stomping on it to pieces, to death, to gone, and it'll never come back. Within the nature of this frequency, you are being shown that your pathway is very much set in place for you by you. You are one of the few that are able to set your own fate, path, life path, journey, choice in the way that you wish to have it work for you, because you've got the ability and the strength of Earth as the material realm at your side, always in support of you. Two came out here. I have the Five of Swords over the Wheel of Fortune and the Six of Cups. Within this, and we have the Fool, starting again, going out of the old and in with the new, clearing out that which has been there, that has irritated you. You wrote it down, you spoke about it, you set the rules in place, you said, this is what I want, this is where I'm going. If you come with me, you'll be blessed. You'll be part of my life path. If you don't come with me and you can't recognize me for my actions, for my deeds, for what I've done, then I can't do the same for you, because I've been doing it for so long. You've been doing this for a long time, doing this for everybody else but yourself. Again, you are seeking that establishment where you are recognized for just perhaps your name. And no, this is not egoic. This is about establishing self-love. Remember, the Ace of Cups is how you must govern. You govern yourself with love at all times. It's how you deal with that which comes to you from the outside, which really infests itself or festers inside of you if you're not talking about it or doing something about it. This Five of Swords here showing the mental conflict, of course, as usual, and the weighing up the situation with the Six of Cups. It's really sort of weighing it up emotionally and mentally, whether it's actually really going to work or not. Going here, going there, going back and forth, lifting the finger up because there's a piece of glass stuck in the finger, weighing up. It starts with judgment. The first judgment that has to be called here is what you have within yourself, for where you place yourself before you can establish the judgment over others as well. This is a two-way side of the sword, and you are in control of how you wield it. I hope that this has given you some guidance and some affirmations and some assistance with what it is that you're struggling with. I hope this helps you. If you've enjoyed the way that I read, please like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.